Good morning, everybody. Sunna Itin here. Today's the 13th of April. I just wanted to say, I'm still fighting to get Fred back. But I wanted to say, yeah, Child Services is trying very hard to prove deem me crazy. That's why they wanted me to have the parent evaluation test and also a psychological test. And the reason for demanding a psychological test for me is because I've been talking bad about them. It's because the way I feel about them. I just want to say it's a very, it's been here in Iceland, it's a small community, and people here are obviously protecting, this nasty kidnapping system. There's a lot of money involved. So now Child Services know that they went too far and that they really messed up with the stupid raid on my house. So now what they want to do is, of course, they want to try to make me seem like I'm crazy to justify their actions. I'm not gonna give that to them. Obviously everybody's seen that I'm totally well, but it's an old tactic here in Iceland to deem people crazy that don't agree and go against the system or something like that. It's an old Icelandic tactic to make them seem crazy. Now people have been known to be locked away in mental institutions and or disappear. It's really scary. So everybody that's watching this, if something happens to me, then you know who was involved. The names of the people on the case is Vilborg Gretarsdóttir, Valgerður Haraldsdóttir, and Sóley. And also there's another individual that used to work for Child Services but now works at the facility that my son is being kept. And she also lied in court the other day. Her name is Johanna Erla. Now, so if anything happens to me, these are key players. Now, I want to say these guys that they, a psychiatrist and a psychologist that the Child Services approved would do the evaluation on me. Yeah, I find them very suspicious characters. There are people that are willing to, just for money, and that are willing to go against, that are just willing to do whatever, whatever. But I'm not gonna get into that. But I want to say this. Child Services has pulled all security from underneath my feet away from me because I live in fear. I have a PTSD from what happened. Alongside, I also have a lot of anxiety here. Is somebody gonna come in my house, to try to harm me? I've actually had anxiety since 2007 after they took my kids first, and everything that I went through with Child Services was very difficult. A lot of people suffer from anxiety that have had Child Services, barnavernd, and intrude in their lives. It's really sad that this goes on in the year 2020. But the kind of tactic that there is being used on me is because I've gone against the system. They've destroyed my family, Child Services. They have isolated me. So it's a tactic that they use. It's not only used in Child Services, also just people that it's political or people that go against the system, whatever. But it's they isolate me, so they go on a smear campaign, against you. I went on a smear campaign against me, They talk behind my back to family members, and alongside, they buy off people. They bought my kids with gadgets, and they also have been buying electronics. Uh, yeah, and I used to do videos about them buying these gadgets for my kids a year ago, 2 years ago, and I was really disgusting with it. But they did it again. Yeah, they bought my son a phone, and I suspect they also bought electronics for another person. But so this is a danger of this institution having so much money in between their hands, is they're able to buy. They're able to use that money for bad things. And yeah, so I'm being isolated. People are being bought, but my kids see it. My kids know about it. They see it, that they're like, wow, we know, we see it. My older kids, they know what's going on. But so I'm not very happy with them accepting these gifts from barnavernd. But whatever, they know the minds of teenagers. Because these people are studied in like psychiatry and social things, whatever. But anyways, yeah, so just this is kind of a prevention video that I'm making, because I just want to say, if anything happens, if they try to lock me away, because I am pressing charges. So they should actually be scared, but because I am pressing charges, and I live in fear in my home that somebody will come in and do something, but I will be pressing charges. So that gives you a lot of enemies. When people know that you're gonna file lawsuits, it's gonna give you enemies. So yeah, I'm if anything happens, then whatever, I live in fear. Yes, I will be taking this all away. I'm going to press charges. So thank you for listening. Bye bye.